Hello, colleagues. Welcome to today's session. So today we are just looking at the decision-making environment. Okay. Usually, as individuals, we all make decisions. Starting from the personal level, you make a decision. You decide to wake up. And what time to wake up. Of course, when it comes to deciding to wake up, provided that for those that believe in God, that God gives them life. But overall, what we are saying is you can decide to what time to wake up, right? Whether you're going to sleep in late or you are going to wake up, you are an early bed, you wake up early, okay? Whether you eat breakfast or you don't, whether you go at this particular time at work or you know you give an excuse for your late coming and all those things. We usually make decisions. Okay, when we go into a company level, you realize that as a manager, what your duty is basically making decisions. Okay, and that is what you are going to be held responsible or accountable for. What decisions did you make, and what was the criteria of the decisions you made? What prompted the decision you made? Okay, was it sensible? Was it not? What benefit has it brought to the company? Is it detrimental or beneficial? So basically, decisions are very important and are a part of every human life. I don't know whether other creatures make decisions or they have the ability to, but we as human beings do. And for that reason, we need to understand what governs decision making. And from what governs decision making, we are going to start by understanding the environments, first of all, in which we make decisions. And we are saying that there are three environments in which we make decisions. The first one is the uncertain environment where you are not certain. Okay. Uh, then the second one is certain, where you are informed. You're 100% aware of what you're doing and the consequences of the decisions that you are making. You are not assuming at all. Then there's the risk environment. Now there you know partly and you don't know the other partly. So you can ascribe probability of what you know and leave the rest to chance. And that's where risk is coming in, right? So if I just read through what is on the screen. Decision makers know for sure that is with a certainty. Now that is in a certain environment where you know outcomes or consequences of every decision alternative is known. Okay, while under uncertain, decision makers, a decision maker has no information at all about various outcomes or states of nature. Right? Risk decision makers have some knowledge regarding probability of occurrence of each outcome or state of nature. So there's a certain level of awareness, but also another certain level of unawareness. So they know, they don't know part. All right. Now, what about decision trees? Why are we talking about decision trees in this particular video? A decision tree is a chronological representation of the decision problem. Okay, so basically, when we are making decisions, usually we are in limbo. We are in a dilemma. Okay, now usually decision trees help us to simplify or to represent the problem in a chronological order, but also in a figurative way that can make it easy for us to actually appreciate the problem and also have it easy when it comes to solving. All right, and we're going to delve deeper uh, under decision trees, basically when we are looking at decision trees as a standalone. Okay, right now we just appreciate the concept. Okay, you find nodes there, Some of them are square and others are round. The square ones are talking about the states of nature. The round ones are basically, your the square ones are decision alternatives. So there are different alternatives you have will be represented by a square node, while the circle will be a chance. Okay, it will be your chance node. All right. Yeah. So we will look at that when it's time to look at it. Okay. Now let us look at. Let's zoom into the uncertainty environment, right? When we're making decisions under uncertainty, we don't really know what information we have about a particular topic or a particular problem, and its consequences. So if the decision maker does not know with certainty which state of nature will occur, then he or she is said to be making decisions under uncertainty. We explained that. The 5 commonly used criteria for decision making under uncertainty are optimistic approach, conservative approach, minimax regret, equally likely, which is usually called the Laplace, and the criterion of realism, which is the Howick's criterion. All right, so these are 5 different ways or characteristics of decision makers in the uncertain environment. Okay, so we are going to look at each of these as a standalone. Okay, so if we are looking at an optimistic approach, which is the maximax approach, you are looking at a particular individual, and this particular topic usually would come as a theory where you are supposed to explain these concepts. So please, just get the concepts right, and we will look at the calculations also on the other end. So in however the questions are phrased, you must be able to first of all appreciate the concept itself, then apply. Okay. So now we are saying that the optimistic approach is representing a kind of people that are just optimistic when it comes to either decision making or investment. Okay, they have an approach or a mindset that it will happen. Okay, and because it will happen, I am going for the highest payoff. Okay, even though it doesn't happen, I am willing to lose out the most if at all that particular decision will give me the possibility of gaining the most. So that is why we are talking about max, because you are trying to maximize your maximum return. Okay, so you want to maximize your maximum return, and that is basically about maximax, or optimistic approach. You are optimistic that things will be good, hence you go for the highest outcome. Okay, uh, let me give an example. You have 3 investments or 3 business alternatives. So you say A, B, and C, right? Now these are alternatives. Alternative. Let me erase that. Okay, these are your alternatives A, B, and C. While you have the states of nature, which is your environment, and the environment in which you are operating in. So maybe you have a low market and a high market, right? So sometimes the market is high, sometimes the market is low. And we just say that you have 9, 12, and 18. Okay, You have, when the market is high for this guy, you get 25. When the market is high for this guy, you get 30. When the market is high for that guy, you get 50. Okay, that's an example. Okay, so under Maximax, you are looking at, okay, I'm putting a negative here, negative 18. Okay, all right. So this is an example where you are given a particular table and you have 3 investments, and in these investments you have either a low market or a high market. All right. So under investment 1, okay, under investment A, under the low market you have 9, so you get a payout, a payoff of 9, say dollars. As is, this is a simplified example. So $9, then you get $25 for a high market. Okay, then B, you make $12 under the low market and 30 under the high market. Then C, investment C or alternative C, you make a negative loss, actually a loss. You make a loss of $18, but you have an opportunity in the high market to make $50. So amongst these, which one would you opt for? Okay, so the concept of Maximax suggests that you pick the highest in each decision alternative. So remember, these are 3 investments. So for each investment, pick the highest, pick the max. So this is the first maxi here, the first max. So pick the maximum in each of the decision alternatives. So for investment A, the highest is 25. For investment B, the highest is 30. For investment C, the highest is 50. Then after you have picked the highest in each of the investment alternatives, then you pick the maximum now again, which is the latter maximum here. You pick the maximum amongst the 3 maximums you had picked. So amongst these, the maximum is the 50. So you pick investment C. Now, look at investment C. You are likely to make a very, very bad loss there. But as an optimistic kind of a person, you are not interested in the loss. You are interested in the gain. And you are only considering the gain, the pay that will give you the highest gain, regardless of the loss. So that is why you are opting for C, investment C there. Okay, so in the next lecture, we are going to look at the conservative approach or the pessimistic approach. Let me just write that. Pessimistic. Okay. All right. See you in the next lecture.